we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by what I usually do is I'll usually read into the scripture, and then I'll get into the gameplay. So scriptures are usually what leads me through my stories and stuff. Like I prep everything, get all the maps, all the tokens, everything together, and then sometimes I don't have everything all together, like the story, what's going to happen next in this. But a lot of times scripture helps me just to be like, this is what's the most important. This is what I'm trying to focus on. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and read the scripture. And scripture of the day was 2 Corinthians 4:16. Wherefore we faint not, but though our outward man is decaying, yet our inward man is renewed day by day. So, cool. Let's go ahead and go into it. Gosh, I don't know if I'm ready for a game.
Okay, we've got our mascot. You got to turn the camera on so we can see the mascot.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Say hi.
Yeah.
He just came up. He's like, oh, we're playing DC20?
Yeah. He's going to eat the mics and everything.
Well, yeah, sometimes he says hi to the mic, but
yeah,
we'll see what he does today. Can I say hi? Right here. Here's the mic. No.
Cool.
He's like, it's getting cold outside. He likes to snuggle a lot more, but he almost always, at some point during our shows, ends up in my lap, at least for a few seconds.
Yep.
He's always been our gaming mascot ever since we got him. He's always liked to hang out with us while we play. Sometimes he'll roll the dice for me too.
Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
Let's go ahead and go into it. Welcome to the Adventures of Zira. I have to be very careful not to say the other intro thingy. Welcome to the Adventures of Zira. I am Andrew. I am the GM. And
I'm Christine. I play Zira.
Yep. So you guys will be seeing our characters soon and stuff. So why don't we go ahead and go through and talk about a quick run through of Zira's story, okay?
Okay, so Zira is a fire genasi hunter who has come from the Fire Plains on a vengeance mission against the Drow. They wiped out her entire village when she was a child, and she gets a little blinded by her rage and her drive. So she has been traveling her way down towards the Drow city, picked up her friends, Toggle and Qwando, and now Ilzarin. And she has come to realize that she's really not ready to actually be fighting deep into the Underdark. However, we now have a new mission to save Qwando's son from the Drow. And with all of her blind drive, she is now focused upon that. At this point, she just wants to get in there, save his son, get back out, and then train like crazy to be able to come back down and hopefully have a better chance at completing her mission in the future.
Gosh. Yeah. Something that you've experienced in your past before. You and your friends had experienced this thing where there was a war that took place and you were the cause of it. Okay, right? So basically, and hopefully I don't sound too bad. I'll move my camera. What's called over me. So yes, you were able to go into this area that basically was a gigantic city full of slaves, and the slaves were all taken care of by the Drow. The Drow had made sure to keep them under their foot very firmly. You know, they wouldn't look up at the Drow out of full fear that they would be killed instantly. Okay? And yet you entered in with some kind of magical feather, and you made your way into the grand prison called, it was called Methdoom.
Oh wait, no.
It's called
Galdoom.
Galdoom. You entered into this Galdoom prison that basically rolled through this gigantic city and took prisoners whenever it wanted to drive it. Okay, and it destroyed many buildings and stuff and killed many people. So, and this was a constant lifestyle for these Methdoomers. Okay, but you were able to enter in with this feather that was given to you, a mission to kind of go and find something you would know what to do with it when you got to a certain point. You entered in, you went all the way to the top of Galdoom, where at the very top was somewhat of a castle home house for the Drow. Okay, one of the elite controlled families. Okay, so they have a house up on top of Galdoom. They also have houses in Methdoom as well. Okay, this family does. Okay, you entered in, you fought your way through some Drows, you snuck your way through, and you were able to then find who Ilzarin was helping you. You found his relational friend who had sent letters to him, these love letters that were very difficult, and in a point where he then they lost in a relationship with each other. Okay, and you then fought her and killed her.
Oh yes, that's what I do with most Drow.
Correct. And then you then went in and you figured out where the chamber is that you needed to leave that feather. You, I believe, originally believed that this would make the Galdoom lift up off the ground and come crumbling down to the ground. But when one of the Methdoomers had took the feather and they had put it where it needed to go, it floated in the air and it brought back their god back to life.
Right.
And
that was
lit
Methdoom
itself up, and its dragon form fully ignited with electricity, and it broke free from the shackles of the Drow's control, and it freed itself along with all of those imprisoned in Galdoom. Okay, and now it soars above the skies within Methdoom, as in free will and free reign. Okay, lighting up this new city and bringing hope to the Methdoomers. Okay, there's a lot. This is like I'm summoning all of the Methdoom adventure.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of cause trouble wherever I go. That's just kind of my MO.
Yes. And with that, the destruction of the Drow came within the city of and Methdoom. A lot of the Methdoomers within this, a lot of the Drow within this city had fallen to the Methdoomers knew the rise and resistance of them. Okay.
And it sparked a kind of a uprising.
An uprising
through the entirety of the Underdark, or at least there's been ripples of effect as we have traveled deeper in.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of seeing that, which I feel a little bad that kind of brought the Methdoomers into my war, but at the same time, not too bad.
No. Yeah, you know you needed to continue on your journey and stuff, but you were also conflicted about the fact that this might not be as easy as you hoped. You were hoping that you would just go into a Methdoom and just find them and sneak your way in and find whoever killed you and get rid of them. But what you didn't know that the Drow are very powerful. The Underdark is theirs in this time of this world. And yet it's slowly turning now. Okay. And yeah, they all were attacked and put into a difficult position in the city of Methdoom. And the Methdoomers, are curious as to what they are plotting and planning. How will they combat this? They know the Drow are smart, and the Drow are very vengeful.
They're smart and they're ruthless. Like, they don't care. They will just wipe out entire civilizations because, I mean, for them, they're bugs.
Your player knows this. You know that, like, these Methdoomers will pay with their lives.
I feel bad.
This is a city full of dead Methdoomers, possibly, but you don't know how until you saw all the spiders and were warned of them. And sure enough, these little spiders infected the dead bodies of the Drow. And now the new army is rising up from the rubble. These Drow Striders. And you faced them with your friends and ran from them and barely escaped into the underworkings of Methdoom. This is where a lot of, you would assume, Methdoomers kind of hide their way in, and yeah. And that's where we left off.
Hey, yes.
see what we got. Let me see if I have it right. Yes, awesome. Cool. Yep, that's where you are. Ilzarin, Toggle, Qwando are tired and exhausted from all that took place. Okay. Ilzarin says, "All right then, just a little bit farther, then." And then he looks, and he's very upset. He's like, "I don't know these parts very well." He kind of looks at some of the notes and
No,
books that he's had and stuff.
X-Bolt is plaguing us.
Hey, welcome, Expo. Thank you. Would you like to add? Would you like to give me some help on my rolls?
I think that's a
All you have to do is
negative.
just say a one yes.
I think he just gave us disadvantage.
He's coughing on us.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. He put a wizard's curse.
Wizard's curse. Wizard just comes up and coughs on you. Gosh, get away from us. 30. What's we're gonna have to enforce the enforce the
6 feet.
yeah.
Back to COVID. Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Can we kick him?
hi X
Yep.
Bolts. Wish you were here, but glad that you're not.
Mhm.
Next week. Next week, everybody will be plague free. Okay, anyway. Sorry, Elzarin.
Ilzarin kind of is like shuffling through a lot of the papers that he has in this book, full of just documents that he's collected from one of the houses of the Drow, and then he's kind of flipping through them and try to find any information on the underworkings of the Methdoom cities. But he's like not. He's like,
You've got nothing?
I don't know. I've never been down here before. I mean, I barely even left the front gates of Methdoom.
I mean, you grew up here. Surely you've got some kind of idea.
Um, he looks ahead, and then he kind of, you guys can hear dripping and then water kind of dribbling, and you can see what appears to be ahead of you is a kind of like a metal door. Okay, and then he said to you, "What I know is that these Methdoomers are very smart and very tricky, and if this is where they are, if this is where they're kind of covering in safety, then they probably have ways of preventing things from getting in."
So, what would you recommend then? Qwando, any ideas? These are your people too. Like,
It's not my people. He kind of looks very confused and very upset. Okay. He keeps like grabbing his stomach and stuff in pain, and he kind of winces. Like,
are you all right? Did you get
yes,
hit?
no, fine. You can tell that it was the black mushroom that he had eaten.
I
He
told you you
is
shouldn't have eaten
kind
that
of,
blackberry.
yeah. He's I've yeah, during your guys' time when you guys had entered in here, you guys have had time to rest. And
Okay.
during his rest, he seems like he would appear to be. Yeah, if you want to use your rest points, you can.
I don't need to use my rest points, but I was gonna see if I could do a medicine check
Okay.
to help him.
Yep.
Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Or do you want to just keep him sick forever?
No, you can do a medicine check.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to roll in there, aren't I? Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to figure this one out
8 plus 5.
and see. Is that like
Yeah, you can't even hardly. Can you see the dice at all? X-Bolt? Kinda, sorta.
kind of sort of?
Not
I'm
really.
close to kind of getting rid of it. Well, we'll see.
I mean, I think usually you have the camera a little bit lower, and it's easier to see it.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, what's that, 13 for medicine check?
A 13 for medicine check. You start. I'm just imagining what does this look like for your medicine check? He's kind of just like he pushes you a little bit because he doesn't want you to come close to him, and he's kind of not really like he's like just leave me. I'll get over it myself.
It's the purple box in the middle. Um, I'm going to take some of like the different roots and bark and whatnot that I have. It says I've got mosses, remedies, bark. So I'm gonna like try to take some of that and basically make him like an Alka-Seltzer kind of thing to
Okay.
help settle his stomach.
Okay. You start working away and just throwing that stuff in all together. And he's like, "Oh." And then he then like turns and yells, "Damn it!" And then he bangs on the wall. And then
Drink
he
this.
spits. "Yeah, I don't. And then he takes it and then he drinks it down. And then he then
I hope you've learned your lesson not to eat things that you're not supposed to.
told you I thought it was food.
We literally bought it from a poison vendor.
How was I supposed to know I don't speak their language that well? He kind of starts trotting forward. He starts stepping, and you hear the water as he steps into it. Okay, he continues on down this kind of like a cave tunnel. Okay, like I said, you can see someone appears to be like a glow of a light at the very far end of this tunnel, um, and like a very metallic door that's kind of slightly open.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Toggle, do you have any other ideas on like how we can help him? I mean, that was a pretty nasty little mushroom that he ate.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
I'd get into all these characters. I don't know. I mean, whatever the hecky. Um, let's go ahead and roll for a information. Would be
Okay.
the ones that I usually make you do.
Invest. Well, no. Insight.
Yeah, let's do insight.
Okay, let's do insight or survival.
Survival will be good.
Okay,
I'll let you kind of like communicate with Toggle and you guys talk it out a little bit.
14.
With a 14, he tells you he's a stupid idiot. That's what he is.
Well, yeah, obviously he's a stupid
He shouldn't have eaten
idiot.
that thing. You
Yes,
don't
but
know.
he did. That's the problem.
Mm.
Are there anything like growing down here that you know of? I mean, you spend a lot of time in the tunnels.
He kind of then steps back. He kind of stops you. Toggle does. And then he points at Qwando and stuff, and you can see him then kind of like walking, and then he then is like swiping at the air, like he's somewhat. And then he Toggle says to you, "He's hallucinating.
Wonderful. That's just what we need.
Cured his killer. You cured his belly, but he's not. His mind is still messed up from it."
So it's a hallucinogen. Toxic hallucinogen. Wonderful. Um, what are we gonna do about that? I mean, we just have to keep moving forward,
He
right? But
looks. Toggle looks at you, and he says, "You're good at talking. Why don't you talk to him and try to talk him out of his hallucination, his problems? It's probably what it is. Something was on his mind. He's affecting him.
or we could just knock him unconscious and
Carry him."
yeah, you're right. He's our carrier. I don't know. I'm not good at well, dealing with crazy.
Mm,
I'm surrounded by crazy.
yeah.
Ilzarin's the only one who's not crazy, and he's a drow, so he's got that against him.
Ilzarin turns around and he says, "Yep, I'm completely lost. I don't know where the heck I'm going."
Right.
He closes his book, puts it back in his backpack. Um, we should be very careful. I don't trust the Methdoomers in this area. I mean,
I don't trust anybody.
he looks at he touches his face. And you can see it's starting to change back into
Oh, yes. Okay. We need
his normal
mushrooms.
face of a drow.
Okay.
I
Here,
don't think they'll like it if I look like this.
I'm gonna give
I'm
him one of
pretty
the
sure that I
disguise
will
mushrooms.
have. Thank you. He
Who
walks up.
else? Who else needs one? Is everybody else still solid?
Qwando is looking big for his size. Okay, he'll probably need one as well.
Can I get him to eat it?
You guys are able to take a stop. He looks and says, "Don't. I'm tired of eating. My stomach hurts." I shouldn't say my stomach hurts. He doesn't seem like he wants to. It doesn't seem like he wants that food stuff. He's like kind of staying away from you. but he's like, could you just like mash it up and mix it with something or like whatever? I,
Yes, 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 yes.
he's been very, I shouldn't say pissy, but he's been very pissy.
Does anybody have any meat? I don't think I have any meat. Well, I've got food.
You can you've smelled food coming from Toggle's bag ever since you guys entered into this cave. He probably picked up some meat on his way.
Give him an apple. I've got apples, but I don't think he would eat an apple.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't seem like the apple type.
No, he's not the apple type. He is the meat type.
Yeah. All right. Toggle, do you got any meat that I can shove this in?
Mm. No. No, I don't. Do you have any meat?
I've
Too
got
bad.
dried rations. Give me your bag.
No, I'm not giving you my bag.
I'm gonna wrestle him for it.
Let's go ahead and roll for an athletics. I'll go ahead and contest it. I roll as it is.
21.
Okay.
Why did I get advantage? Because he's small.
Yeah. Yeah, you just strong arm. I don't know how. Tell me how this looks. I have to get out of like China, so
Give me that bag, and I'm just gonna snatch it up away from him. I'm just
like a
gonna
big sister.
yes, exactly. Just stop fighting me. I have to deal with him.
I got the.
I'm not gonna take that much. Here, have an apple. I'm just gonna pull out a hunk of meat.
Yep.
Kind of shove the mushroom into it, right?
Yep.
And then hand it over to Qwando.
Mm. He grabs it, and then he just gobbles it up quickly. Oh my. There we go. Awesome. Okay. With that, he says, "Thank you."
I just drop the bag back over by Toggle.
You can see his form, Qwando's form, slowly starting to change back. Kind of the illusionary kind of stuff starts working all throughout his body, and he forms back into looks like a Methdoomer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Toggle need one as well.
Yeah, Toggle kind of is ready, like shoving a piece in his meat and stuff, and also doing the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, you guys can hear what appears to be like a scraping noise. And then it then stops. And then it gets louder again.
Of course. Okay.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and roll for like an awareness?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Figure out what. Where's my awareness? Gotta remember how to read my character sheet. There it is. 14.
You said a 14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For awareness. You can tell that something is trying to get in through where you guys had come in. So there was a rock slide, and you can tell that something is somewhat picking away at the rocks and kind of knocking them over.
Well, we
Okay.
should probably keep moving
Hmm.
quietly.
I don't. Ilzarin says, I don't know what's ahead of us. I mean,
Well, we know what's behind us.
afraid that
So.
there's a trap. All right then. You first then.
Okay.
You
I will roll stealth. You worried about traps, those aren't?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I should do.
Pick one of them and stuff. So either him or whoever you want. But we're gonna do 2-person. So I'm gonna roll for a skill. You're gonna roll for a skill. Okay, and this is a combination of an adventuring skill challenge kind of thing.
Okay.
As long as this one of us is successful, then yeah, we get
For trap checking, would that be survival or trickery?
trickery would be a good one.
Okay, so
Survival would be more like
Ilzarin can check for traps.
Okay.
I will sneak yes, because I actually have advantage on that.
His dice.
Huh, I rolled the same. for both, and it was not. I get a whopping 8 for stealth. That's not fair when you have advantage on a roll, and you still manage to roll the same number twice, and it's a bad number.
It happens often. You kind of go to move, and Ilzarin quickly comes up to the door, and then he looks at you guys and he says, Do not push this door. Do you hear me?" And he kind of like points at Toggle. Toggle's like,
Qwando.
and then
Huh?
Toggle looks and he kind of points at Qwando. He then kind of sucks up a little bit, and then he kind of then slides through the crack of the door, okay? And he goes in. Toggle kind of just shrugs him off and just walks right through because he's so small.
Uh-huh.
And Qwando kind of looks at you. "I don't know what he expects from me. I just ate some meat."
Like the gut going.
Yeah.
Like, lions get that big old poochy belly when they've gorged themselves.
Yeah. "Can you hold the door while I kind of squeeze through, Zira?"
Yeah, yeah. But he said don't touch the door.
I believe he said don't move the door.
Come here, I'll girdle you. Just gonna like pull out some saran wrap.
You can grab his ropes and stuff, and you just start wrapping him up its belly wise. All right. And then you then see him just uncomfortably. You can hear Ilzarin on the other side saying, "Oh my gosh, I swear you." And then he kind of looks back at you through the crack in which it's Qwando is coming through. "You had your opportunities to get rid of some of them."
He's literally the only reason why we're down here right
"All right. Come now, you big oof." And then he then grabs him and kind of starts trying to pull him, helping him pull through.
now. I'm like pushing.
As you are pushing, you hear then all of a sudden that coming from the back end where this cave entrance was originally. The rocks had broken free. You see somewhat of a electrical light that's coming through, and you can hear the clicking noises and stuff of this creature coming in and moving around. It kind of is like checking and touching the ground and sensing it almost like it's not using it's like a dog sniffing for something, but it's doing it differently. Okay. And then
It's tremor sensing.
it's then moving deeper into there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You then step into what appears to be the water, and you make the noise and stuff of splashing. Okay, as you kind of come and you start pushing through, and you're through that door as well. Okay, but you can hear this thing moving violently fast down this chamber that you have just come through
We've
because
got
it heard you.
company. Right.
Cool.
What's that door gonna do when it hits it?
Oh, I didn't think that far. We're
Let's go.
that's not good at all. Um, he looks around. I've been analyzing this room to figure out what traps are in here.
He analyzed faster. It's time to go.
There's two ways. There's the right way, just to the right of you, and then there's the left way, just lower to the lower of you. Okay. Cool. You are in this room where you can see a couple of things. Okay. Ilzarin is checking out. There's this door right here with all the water and stuff next to it, and what appears to be a gated kind of metal doorway. Okay. He looks at you and he says, that way I do not trust at all. We need to figure out how to get this one open over here. This needs to be our way in. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I ever said. I think I'm having troubles with. There we go. Okay, cool. He says, this way is, yeah, we cannot go this way. This way, we need to get this thing open quickly. Who is good at locks?
Qwando.
Mm,
Smash and grab.
yeah.
Smash and bash.
He kind of walks over toward where Ilzarin is, okay? And he then starts like grabbing at it and fiddling with it. Toggle says, "It's coming closer. It's getting fast. It's getting faster. It's not. It's not going to be long before it's here. What does this door do?" He says. Ilzarin says, "It's too big. As long as that door does not move, we should be fine."
That door's gonna move.
And then he looks back at you and he says, "As long as that door does not move, we will be fine, Zira." He says, "Come on, you big ape. Get this thing opened." Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Let's
for
go
heaven's
ahead.
sakes, can I just attack the gate?
Let's do this. He is going to go ahead and attack the gate. So we're going
Okay.
to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to go through their sheets. Let's go ahead and actually use your stats and your abilities. Okay. So he's going to attack it. You're going to roll for it, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to start off there. Okay. So
So just a straight attack.
Yep. Oops. Come on, you guys. Yep. So he's going to try to attempt to attack this thing and stuff. Okay. Depending on how you do, it's either going to be a success or a failure. Okay.
Success.
Cool. He just goes and takes his like very kind of like
Grappling hook. Shunk, shunk.
yeah, he probably well, I was gonna do machete and stuff, but he puts his grappling hook right into the hole of it and stuff, and he just yanks, and it kind of like stops and stuff. But then he then goes in again. He puts his foot up on the cage and he pushes it, and then his foot really kind of somewhat indents the caging of it, and then he says, "You want to help me or what?" And then Ilzarin and then like looks at him weirdly and grabs part of his rope, and they both just and you hear like that noise of a crack. Okay, so the middle is bent and it is somewhat open. Okay, let's go over to the rest of you guys. Okay, so you now are at this door, and this creature is coming very fast. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pop open this, and we'll throw in one of these guys in here. Okay, and let me pop them a little bit. You can hear this thing moving fast, and it comes to the door. He's here. He's here. You can
Okay.
hear him getting mad. Toggle.
Toggle, can you hold it? Can you hold the door?
Um, and then he then looks at you and he says, "Not." And then he says, "Not like this." You know what he's saying? He's basically saying that he can't do it in his form in which he is.
Yeah, no, I know. How's it coming on the gate over there, guys?
Um, and Ilzarin yells, "Don't let the door open."
Okay, I'm gonna run around to the other side of Toggle, to where the open gate is.
Yep.
I'm gonna just draw my bow.
You can see this thing that is not far away.
I'm just gonna mail it with everything
As it comes around the
that I've
bend.
got. Yep. I'm just gonna. I'll do a hunter's mark on it. Says one action. Are we in combat? No.
You are not in combat now.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a hunter's mark on it. And then I'm gonna do hunter's strike on it. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't give my. Can I get? Oh wait, we've got a D6 dice though, right?
Yep, you do have a d6 dice.
And it does give me
By
an
my
advantage.
mantic, and then I'll take the
You'll take
X bolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do 2 piercing damage. We'll do piercing damage for my hunter's strike. Okay, I'm gonna just nail this thing as hard as I can.
Okay.
Okay, I get advantage. That's a little better. So it's 18. Plus I've got the D6. Yes. So that's 24
24
to hit.
Gosh. Okay. 24 for a PD, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a brutal hit.
Okay, so that's 3, 5, 6. Just
Gosh.
gonna make sure it doesn't come through the door.
Yeah.
Straight headshot.
Um, it is coming through the darkness and stuff, and it is moving fast towards your direction. And you said you light it up with a fire or with an explosion?
No, I do extra piercing damage. So basically I use
Yeah.
a large tipped arrow
Oh, gotcha,
that
gotcha,
just
gotcha.
like destroys it, like uh one of those bullets that just it explodes as it hits the body and
Mm-hmm.
shreds, right? The hollow point or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh but yet like I learned remember what I learned from fighting these things just a little while ago of
Yep.
like where to hit and just like I'm gonna try to put this thing down as fast as I can, right? Just boom.
Yep. Taco looks at you, and you go wrap around him, and you pull that arrow back, and you just see once this thing comes into view,
'Cause I mean,
his face and everything, and you see its legs kind of moving, and then you just fire it straight through the door, right between his legs, right whizzing through and into his neck, and it goes down. It is dead.
okay, let's go. Come on. I grab Toggle and go running over to the other guys.
Yeah, you run over there, and good job on that one. You can hear what appears to be more of them that are probably going to be starting to come through
we
in
need
the
to we
chamber.
need to keep moving because he's
Yes,
not gonna
yes,
be alone.
yes, we got the door open. I just got to pour on it. And then he grabs it. He starts, and he pulls it open. And now this one is open.
Cool.
Um,
Let's go.
let's get going before that fire gets started.
Fire.
Yes, this, and then he points to the ground where all that liquid is. And he says, "This is not water.
Huh, makes sense.
It's all flammable."
You guys should go first. Is it all where we're gonna be going through too?
No, that
So.
other way was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. You guys
'Cause
enter in here.
I would totally light
Gosh.
that on fire
Um,
to clear our back.
Qwando tries to close up the gated door fences behind him and stuff, but he is unable to do it. Okay. Oh, it's not going to close the same way that I opened it. So
That's all right.
we'll just tie it off a little bit, and then you can hear these things just like clamoring
Let's go. Let's go.
down the woods. Go. Okay. You want to be in front? You want Qwando to be in front?
Ilzarin was gonna, yeah, Ilzarin and Qwando. Like, I'll
I
take.
told you that I don't want to be in the front of this stupid death pit.
You're the one who can see the traps.
I, but I'm not moving fast. I'm not going to kill myself, but by an idiotic.
Qwando, get in front.
You understand that I only have a 1 to my
To your what health?
trickery.
Oh. Well, like, who the heck is good at that then? Toggle?
Toggle is a little bit good at it.
Okay, well.
Toggle is like, just step aside, you. And they're going to work
around.
together to kind of go through this, okay?
Okay.
So let me actually, and it's for some reason it's giving us issues. It's having problems resetting or keeping in there. The map and stuff. The map keeps kind of
Oh, yeah.
following and stuff for some reason. So might have to look at it and see why it's doing that for. Cool. You guys continue on down this wallway, and you can hear somewhat of a chattering or a talking and stuff, and then it grows silent. And then Toggle kind of continues on, and then he stops at the sconce. Okay. He kind of looks around. He then pulls something out of his pocket, and he then slides it on the ground. He then gets low to the ground, and he starts kind of like sniffing and then kind of touching the dust that's on the ground and checking it. Okay. I'm not that good at this, but um, you can then see what appears to be through this door what appears to be leg that is coming through, like a spider-esque gigantic leg that is kind of coming through the door. Okay.
Everybody heads up.
As
That
it
door's gonna get
opening,
moved.
where do you want to be?
Around the corner, preferably.
Right here.
Yeah.
Good call. This is almost full. Save space. Ooh, gosh, that's a good call. That's probably why. Um, and with that, as you kind of push toward Qwando, let's go ahead and make a. I'm actually just gonna make an attack on you. Okay.
Okay.
The door pushes open. You hear just like a flash, like a, and then and fire comes
Fire.
breathing like as though a dragon had shot fire through the chamber in which you are in and stuff. Let me see if I can get you really close. You guys are in. Then that you guys are in, all of a sudden you're going to get attacked with this blaze of a fire from this room and this trap. Okay, so that's going to be an 8 plus 5, so that is going to be 13. No, against your AD. Oh yeah, that's right. Plus you're a fire genasi.
Yeah.
You kind of just please
I
describe it
just
for me.
kind of protect and block.
Mm-hmm.
It's but yeah, I'm used to dealing with sudden explosions of fire from the
Mm-hmm.
fire planes. Like there's always little gas pockets and lava blurps that are shooting on and off, and so I kind of know how to just block it. My skin's pretty tough.
Mm. Cool. And with that, you can hear like hissing noises from this creature that had just pulled in here. Okay. And it's like screeching and yelling. Okay. There's probably one and maybe two of them that are just screeching and yelling. Okay. And then just the whole room is just full of fire and flames. Okay. And
Oh dang.
as that happens, all of a sudden, this like metal bar that comes and just shuts, closed completely. And then all this area right here becomes dark. Okay.
Well, doesn't he have a sconce right there?
Yes. All this area right
Oh,
here
okay.
becomes dark. Okay. And with that, Toggle says, "Hey, I'm trying to concentrate. Stop making all that noise, Zira."
Wasn't me.
He then stands up and then he starts stepping on from stone to stone. Okay. And he tells you guys to do the same. Follow behind me. Step on the ones I step on. All right. You can't see him because of Qwando.
But I can probably, if there's dust on the
Ilzarin
ground, I can see the dust and the
steps as
footprints,
well and
right?
goes across the ways. Qwando then steps, and then you can tell that he's kind of like stopping and pausing a little bit, and kind of as he's going about.
Mm-hmm.
Or and dust picks up into the air.
uh,
Oh, sorry. Allergies. What appears to be where he had stepped is now somewhat a. All right, maybe you should go ahead of me, Zero. I'll just step aside. Tyler yells, "No, don't move! Stay on the one you're on, you idiot!"
Ilzarin, do you remember which ones you stepped on?
Gosh.
Uh,
Qwando,
she's only like
uh,
one or two steps
let's go ahead and
behind.
roll for a intelligence save. Let's do what's called a group intelligence save. I'm gonna roll 2 dice, and you're gonna roll one. As long as the two of us succeed, we should be solid. Okay.
Intelligence save.
Yeah, let's do an intelligence save or something. Let's do a what skill would it be? It would fall under
Investigation or survival?
investigation. Wouldn't be a bad idea because that falls under intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So a 16 and a 17.
16 and a 17. Gotcha.
Yes.
Awesome.
I have a plus
Yeah, that
3.
was enough.
Thank goodness.
Yep. What are you doing? Go ahead and just describe how you're kind of helping Qwando.
So I am going to use my hunter's tracking skills to be able to see the little nuances and where there was steps.
Gotcha.
Like, duh, can't you see the path? It's like so obvious.
Mm. Hope on my back to Zero.
Don't ever ask me to do that again. Cody, right?
He steps. He steps, and then he clears all the way to where these guys are at. As well. Okay.
I do not hop on backs.
You step along as well, and you
Mm-hmm.
made it over, and it's called. Ah, crap.
Now what?
Why is that ground made out of wood? This is like the hallway of doom.
Okay, let's see. Can I do a survival check?
He looks, and then he runs, and he's going to go ahead and jump. I believe Toggle's agility is 1, but I think he can jump farther than that. 1 space, 2, and he makes it over across the way to the it's called. He then quickly gets low, and all of a sudden, darts start shooting out right where he is standing.
It's a good thing he's a small.
All right, it's your turn.
Uh,
Elzarin's like,
can you clear that?
I cannot. It's a 2 space jump. I don't think he can. He doesn't have agility in that.
Can Qwando throw him?
I believe so. Qwando is a large, and he is a medium. Nice. Let's just go ahead and roll and see how it plays out, okay? And we'll kind of go through it.
Yeah. That
Okay,
works.
cool. So he is going to throw him at least 1 space because he can throw him 1 space. He is also going to go ahead and grab his rope and he's going to tie it to his leg. Okay, all right then. And with that, he then takes him and then he's going to throw him across the way. Let's see how this all plays out. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Okay. And with that, he throws him, which he's really good at throwing. That doesn't make any sense. Let me actually look at his character sheet real quick. Um, or else this is going to be really bad. Okay, cool. So basically, what happens is that he throws. Oops. Somebody isn't. Oh gosh. Um. Okay, so he basically takes him and ties a rope to him, and then he throws Ilzarin across the way. Okay, as far as he can. He only throws him 1 space, and with that, you can tell he turns because his stomach is hurting him. And then the rope kind of doesn't go far enough, and it snags Ilzarin, and Ilzarin lands on this wooded floor plank. Okay, and Toggle yells out, and then he quickly then reaches to try to grab at Ilzarin, and then all of a sudden, the flooring then just all of a sudden just opens up, and Ilzarin falls in.
Grab him! Well, he's got a rope on him.
That's true. Let's go ahead and make a. He's going to make a. Qwando's going to make a strength save. Okay. Let me grab his dice. Let me roll it out. He has a +1 to his strength save. Ooh, he's rolling bad. 5 + 1, so that's a
Can I help
6.
him?
It snags him. He pulls forward. If you want to go ahead and roll for an agility save, I will allow you to do that. Okay.
16.
With a 16, so this walkway is still open. As this walkway is still open and is pulling him quickly, he was surprised by it, and he almost goes in, and you run up and you grab him, and with
Pull
that,
itself backwards.
the thing shuts and the rope cuts.
Ah. Great.
You were supposed to throw him 2 spaces. You couldn't do that. You throw things for a living.
What the heck are we supposed to do now?
He was the one that's supposed to be the navigator.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I swear. He looks up the stairs and he says, "Come on. I think He basically tells you that wherever he dropped, doesn't seem like it would have been a drop to his somewhat death. It sounded like he was sliding against the ground or something like that.
So we gotta figure out how to get him out of there.
Yes. Come on then. He continues somewhat up the stairs, very cautious, very carefully. Okay, and continue on the way and stuff. And he starts yelling out, "We're Methdoomers! We're Methdoomers! Come on, just let us go through, you stupid!" But he's saying it in Undercommon, which does not make sense to the what's called. Okay. Okay. He keeps going, and he keeps yelling out the same thing. Zira, talk some sense into these Methdoom people.
Please, we're trying to escape from the drow. We need to get through.
He stops here. He looks back at you. And then he looks forward. And then he kind of says to you, he says, "They better have disarmed the trappers." He lifts up his foot to go take a step. Okay.
Why don't we just like throw something down the rest of the aisle? Like, an apple. Just take an apple and chuck it. It's probably not large enough, is it?
Go ahead and roll for a, let's do a persuasion or influence. Let's do an influence. Yep.
Please, we're just trying to pass through. 18 plus 5, so
Awesome.
23.
2 plus 5. And then he then steps on the ground and nothing happens. And then he then runs toward this way up the stairs, and he then just crashes through the door. Okay. Ilzarin follows as well as you follow, I imagine, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And with that, you guys have entered into this room, and there you can see a hatch that is on the ground, a bunch of pillows and bags and things, a bunch of food that kind of smells really bad, and then what appears to be a lady and an old man here that looks up at you as you have crashed and entered in.
Oh.
And then Toggle has already grabbed him and has pushed him up against the table and says, "Where's the radio?
Toggle, 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 toggle." And as I put my hand on his shoulder, pull him off. Calm down. You're not.
Oh, none of mine, you.
You're not helping. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Go take a break.
You think I like messing with these stupid traps?
It's probably what's kept them alive. It's probably what kept us alive, honestly. The fire trap, all those striders. I'm sorry about my friend. He's a little tense.
I'm taking a breather. He walks over to what appears to be like an area that has like water and food in a vials, and he then just sticks his face in the water and then just starts grabbing the food and just shoving it in his mouth. You said that they won't get through the doors. Stay here.
Very sorry.
You should be sorry. What's wrong with you? You're not from here, are you? You're not with us.
We come from Methdoom. We are trying to travel through. We are looking for missing family that were taken by the drow. Please, one of our companions fell through your trapdoor. Where does that lead?
He dusts himself off, and then he says, "He was in the pit with the other drow." He then walks over and he unlocks a door that seems very strange, okay? Mechanized, and opens it up. And he says, "And there you'll find him. But it won't be that easy to get him out." And
The other drow been down there.
he's still alive. He's not like one of the ones that you have run into, those creatures, spiders. We've captured him, hoping to get information from him.
Huh. That's my specialty.
Good. And with that, we'll go ahead and end it there. Yay.
Zira's gonna have fun.
Yeah. We've gone on for quite some time.
Yep.
I feel bad.
Well,
I usually try to get these to like a 30-minute intervals, but we did a lot of intro talk and stuff. And
yeah,
so
we did. I think,
we
yep,
edited
a
some
good
things.
30 minutes of that was probably intro talk, and then,
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool. Hopefully we don't have too many problems on it. Let's go back over to
I
the
think so.
chat.
It would just be the screen capture one that you were having trouble with,
Yep.
but
So hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and leave a comment. We will be continuing on going through this adventure. You are in the strong keep of the Methdoomers and stuff underground, and you are slowly, barely at that exit of getting out of Methdoom and into where probably Qwando's family member is. So
yeah,
yeah,
slowly push our way through. Hopefully we can all make it.
yeah,
Probably will die. Who
yeah.
knows? All
Well,
right.
I'll tell you this: we have some work to do for 10. We got to start getting into reading. I've read some of it and stuff. There's some things like, oh yeah, yeah, but it's just remembering all that stuff. It's like, okay,
I gotta completely redo the character sheet.
yeah, we have to redo all of our character sheets. So thank you, Coach. Just as we were getting comfortable, now we know the game. Now we don't know the game. This reminds me of our like when we first started doing our other games. I was like, how does that work again? Let's look it up. How does that work?
Yeah, remember when 9 first came out? I mean, we
Yeah,
were
we're
constantly
like,
going
how does
back
that
and
work?
forth, and yeah, because it was like, uh, something changed a little bit here, changed a little bit there, and now we've got all of our spells, which is very exciting for
Yep.
our spellcasters, and we'll figure it out. It'll be
Yep.
good.
We'll all figure it out. We got this, guys. DC20 is coming in hard, coming in hot. Let's do this. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.